Hello? All right, let's see if the mute. Oh my God. Hello? Oh wow, there's some lag. Yo, um, do you mind me asking what broker you're using? I'm using Hyperliquid, and then you're trying to set up Qwen3 for free local. I wouldn't recommend using free local models. I would recommend paying for GPT if you're using OpenClaw, and if you're not using OpenClaw or you're not using Hermes, I would recommend using Claude. I need to get my satisfaction. I need to see, how do I see my YouTube chat within OBS? That's what I need. View? Custom YouTube live control panel. Oh, chat. What does it say? You need, but you motivated me to get Hermes. I haven't yet. I plan this. Oh, yeah. It's a really quick setup. You need to change the video resolution, which is not supported. The expected video resolution is 25601440. Oh, okay. That's what? Is the quality bad, guys? Is the quality bad? Yeah, if you're reaching Claude max limits, oh, okay, thanks. If you're reaching Claude max limits, well, you can't use Claude with OpenClaw. And if you're reaching your limit, I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, unless you got like $20,000 worth of hardware lying around, like your results are not gonna be great. Um, like you need some serious hardware to get good results on OpenClaw. Um, like it needs to be pretty up there. But that's my personal opinion. If you're, I mean, if you're just using OpenClaw to like chat, should be okay. But um, honestly, right now, I would not use OpenClaw. I would not use anything other than GPT-5 on OpenClaw. I wouldn't. I mean, you could check out Kimmy on in my Discord, but Kimmy's very tool call heavy, and that is like you basically just end up spending your savings on extra tool calls. And Kimmy is also priced. The pricing on Kimmy is just not good. Like they're $1 cheaper than GPT 5.5 or just GPT, and GPT is like 100 times better. It only it breaks if you're not using a good LLM, because when you use a good LLM, it just kind of fixes itself, or it solves like whatever issues you run into. For OpenClaw, I would only recommend GPT. If you don't want to spend $20 a month and you only want to spend $10 a month, Minimax. Um, Minimax actually has a lot of cool stuff. Like Minimax is it has music, and it has this other thing I can't remember what it was. GPT for OpenClaw and Hermes. 100%. Hundo percento. 100%. Um, Hermes, it really comes from experience, but Hermes kind of performs better than OpenClaw with lesser models. So, if you're not using GPT and you're using anything other than GPT, and I'm saying GPT 5.4, not like 5.4 or 5.5, those are the only two valid LLMs to power Hermes or OpenClaw. And in that scenario, they function about the same. The biggest difference I've noticed with Hermes is it tells you what tool calls it's doing. So if you tell it, give it a command, it'll actually respond and say like, I'm going to do so and so, or I'm searching the web for so and so. It'll actually tell you. Whereas OpenClaw, it's not going to tell you, and it's just going to go do it. And then if you're using anything other than GPT-5 or anything other than GPT 5.4 or 5.5, you basically end up, um, it's they both have weird issues. Like every single LLM has different things. Hermes creates its own skills for things it does repeatedly, but you can just tell OpenClaw to do that. Like it's not. like Hermes has it built in, and it does it automatically, so you actually don't have very much control over it. But OpenClaw, you can just be like, turn this into a skill and remember to use it next time, and that pretty much accomplishes the same thing. Yeah, everything. I mean, all the good and bad things that people are saying, they're double edged swords. Like if you get the skill wrong, if it does something and the skill's like wrong, or it's using a skill when it's not supposed to use a skill, you're going to experience bad results. So same thing with like memory. Like if your memory is like full of mistakes. Hello? My bad. My bad. It was working, right? And then all of a sudden it didn't work. I didn't do anything though. That's really weird. My bad, bro. You should be able to hear me now, right? Testing, testing. The audio mixer's back. Okay. Where did I stop? I've made 230 some dollars on the trading bot. It's been running for about a month. Um, I would say up until 2 weeks ago, the take profit has not been. Yeah, right. YouTube's. I don't know what happened with that one, but it hasn't the past up until the past 2 weeks. So like the first 2 weeks of the month, or the past 30 days, the first 15 of the past 30 days, um, it was just the take profit stuff was not there. I'm working on take profits now, so the take profits has been working much better. So, um, it's I'm working on making the take profits a little more interesting, or not interesting, a little more accurate, because sometimes it's just set really high and you're like, oh yeah, these are never going to work because you're downtrending or something. Um, and so I'm working on adjusting take profit levels and stuff. Yeah, go for the idea. Yeah, ETH has been riding really weird. My take profit's not gonna hit on this. Give me the idea, bro. Um, I mean, there's if you look at the code, you might have to, you have to use a LLM to actually go into the code and ask what are the update or what are the strategies and stuff because there's way too many strategies. I kind of just take the best performing ones and then run it in my live trading. The best performing paper trading strategies, I will actually implement on my live trading. Compound gains are what I've been looking into take profits between 6 to 8%, because if you can make 10 to 15 trades per day at 6% gains per trade, that's essentially 2x. Yeah, that's kind of similar to what I'm looking for. The thing is, like, you don't have that much movement every single day. Like on a 24-hour basis, I don't know. You're looking at, let me see. Like I'm just looking at Ethereum, right? What time is it? 16. So today's the 12th, 11, 16 on 11. So like if I'm looking at just the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone down from, I don't know, 2350 down to whatever it's at right now, or down to like 2250. So it dropped 100 points. So it dropped 100 points. So if you're doing shorts, like you might as well just short the whole thing. Like you should have shorted the past 24 hours and you would have made 100. Like, or I don't know, percentage wise, what is that? 100. You would have made 100 over 21, or 1 over 21. You would have made 5%. And if you leverage that 20x, so that's, you would have doubled your money or whatever. So it's not like over a 24-hour period, there isn't enough movement unless you're trading like down to like the minute, and you're doing like you're really high, like really high frequency stuff. But that's a whole different game, you know. If you're doing high frequency stuff, like, yeah, you can catch all these like 10 or $20, movements, but that's like you're on, what are you got to be on like 3 minute candles, 1 to 5 minute candles, and it's like there's no way you're able to place trades at that speed. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes 30 to 60 seconds for the trade to actually fully execute, and you only have like 3 minutes. It takes 10% of your time. Like the 30 seconds, you're losing a lot of, you're losing big gains when you're doing high frequency stuff. So if you're not, when you're not doing high frequency stuff, there's only like, each day you're lucky if you get 3 trades. Like one trade a day is good. Two is like, you know, kind of moving. And then three is like good day. Um, Compounding gain. Have you heard of a software called Turbine? I have not. I was thinking a perp spot on a heavy volatile pair. Yeah, I mean, if you have a high volatility um, currency or what, stock or whatever you're trading, like that's cool. But you're really looking at like maybe at most like three. If you're manually trading and you want to catch some stuff, like you can probably hit five. But for bots, like it's two. Average is two. What about Kalshi markets buying contracts for the different crypto timeframes? That has to find the right setup to predict yes or no. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the Kalshi bots work because there's so many things that can go wrong with Kalshi. Like it's really based off of like information collecting, but then like I don't know, betting on, I dented my laptop. Fuck. Holy shit. Um, it's it's a whole different game. You know, trading on Kalshi or making predictions on Kalshi, it's a whole different game. Can you guys see this screen? Okay. Just want to show you how I code. I don't know how to. What are you trying to snipe? 5 minute, 15, 30. Yeah, the time frames. I have everything right now on 30-minute time frames. I look at the chart at 15-minute time frames, but I have it do things on 30-minute time frames. It's just the strategies haven't been fine tuned to anything less than 30 minutes. So I need to improve that. Message redacted. Are you saying stuff you shouldn't be saying? Oh, can I turn off this moderation thing? Moderate activity. I don't want moderation. I'm trying to make my agent pay for her own compute. Like I see everyone. Did you see Felix Craft? I don't. I haven't seen Felix Craft. Um, make your agent pay for your own compute. Like make your agent make money. Dude, that stuff's all gimmicky, man. Like you should like making your agent pay for itself shouldn't be an objective. Your agent is only going to cost you at most $200 a month if you're using GPT-5. That's it. Like $200 a month if you're using GPT-5, and that doubles up on stuff you're actually doing. So if you're writing code and you're doing agentic AI stuff, you need at least $100 plan for Claude Code or OpenAI. And if you're using OpenClaw Hermes, you're definitely on um, at least the $100 plan for OpenAI if you're doing anything meaningful. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just saw it just said like redacted on this thing, so I was like, uh oh. But you're good. I was just talking aloud because I don't know what the limitations are on this thing. Squash and merge. Okay, so I have like this. I have two really big new issues here. Um, Web UI dashboard. Oh, this can be done. That I have two really big issues. I said the wrong. I want to run quantum and not just a strategy because it takes up too much time. What is quantum? What is quantum? How do I get more views on YouTube? Oh shit! I actually need to fix my YouTube because I just got monetized, but it didn't like correct. It didn't like monetize correctly. Her making her own money. She built a business and was running it. It was cool until I hit the limit. Now I'm trying to go local with the Mac Mini. If you what limit? Like, oh, you're saying like your weekly limit? Are you what subscription are you using? I don't know what virtual quantum computing is. Quantum computing, I just know is not something we can achieve as regular humans right now. Claude Max. You can't use Claude on OpenClaw or Hermes, or you can't use a subscription at least. And then my profile doesn't show that I'm live. That's weird as hell. Like my profile image, shouldn't it show that I'm live? Oh, it does. But when I'm on it, it's not. Okay. Um Claude Max 2, I'm doing it. I hacked it. Okay. You can use virtual quantum computer from Azure, my solid word. I don't know, man. Quantum computing is a whole different field. It's like not I don't know anything about it. I just know it's not affordable for regular people. If you want to quantum computing, it's like millions of dollars. Um, Claude Max. I don't know, man. The only thing I could say about Claude Max is if you're on Max 20 and you're hitting the plan and you're not pumping out like crazy amounts of code, like you're not pumping out crazy amounts of like end results, there's probably something in your workflow setup that's just not efficient, or you're working on things to the point where it's like you need to like cut it. It's like you can keep working on something until it becomes like foolproof, but at that point you've used way too many tokens for one specific thing, and it's like it becomes less and less efficient the more you like work on something to a small level. Okay, anyway, so today I am doing two things. The first is a regime aware ATR multiplier. So that means your closed positions or your closed strategies are now regime aware. And that means if you are on a uptrend or downtrend, or I think it's called a range here, it means you are not actually, it means the multiplier for the ATR is going to be different. So you won't be like, on a pretty low volatility range. If you're moving, 10 points up and down, you're not going to be setting take profits or stop losses at 20 or 30 points. So it scopes everything down to the performance of your particular market, or the range of your market, and that keeps it so that you will have your take profits and stop losses execute, and you're not just setting like unrealistic targets. The other thing I'm doing for this is adding a UI dashboard with trading view, and that is so you can visualize your trades and that you can see if your trades are optimized, if you're opening the positions at the right time. Should you open it earlier? Should you open it later? And, and you can kind of do some you can kind of do some evaluations on how your strategies are performing visually against whichever currency you're trading or whatever um, asset you're trading. So those are the two things I'm adding today, and um, we're going to see how that turns out. And we're going to use Codex for the UI. Codex for the UI. Go trader, new work tree. We're branching off main. All right, let's do that. And then over here on the compact, new get work tree. Okay. And now we wait. I wonder if, yeah, this is just a live working session, I guess, right? Codex is going. Let's see which one finishes first. Shoot, I might run out. I don't want to move on to the $100 plan because I'm just paying too much. Because I'm already on the max 5 on Claude Code. No, I have an open position, but ETH is trending down now. Like it grew a little bit, but my take profit levels are just way too high. Sorry, was I too harsh? Are you guys quiet now? Sorry. Codex is going. Look at this. Can we actually see it write the code? Oh, that's cool. That is cool. These are both pretty heavy changes. One is a front end UI dashboard, and then the other one is massively improving the complexity of the take profits. How you guys doing today? Have you anybody used GoTrader? Has anyone tried setting it up? problem with my YouTube Ads AdSense account right now, where I'm using my personal, but I want to set it under my business, so I don't know what to do. Should I just shut down my personal account? Welcome in. Welcome in. This is the place to start. I don't even have my payments allowed on this thing. I don't understand. Okay, I'm gonna shut down my personal AdSense account and just see what happens. Yikes. Close account. Okay, I've closed my AdSense account. Okay, change association. Next. Oh, shoot. Oh man, my computer is burning up. This thing's hot. Okay. Where we at? Dang, this thing is going. This thing is going. Claude, where we at? Codex, where we at? Holy crap. Oh no. My P&L's going down, boys. Oh wait, but it's climbing. It might climb. It might hit. Okay. Okay. Dude, why is this like not going? Still going. I'm only at 23%. Oh man. Why is this taking so long? Issue 733. We're on different branches. Okay. 12 minutes. I do not start a live schedule since I instead of calling using UI, let's use still working on it. Yo, 20 minutes? What is going on? Oh shoot, this is really complex, isn't it? Okay, well, got it. Rename the server from UI to dashboard, then rerun the focus checks to so yeah. I'm not gonna have enough usage for today. No, for the 5 hours. 5:35. I still have another hour, man. I can. I'm checking the exact own regime logic. The current regime is trending down. Okay. I actually think it already creates a worktree branch. Um, but it pushes the branch onto your Git repo on GitHub, and then it creates a pull request using using that branch against the GitHub issue that it is working on. And usually, what I also do because Codex for some reason doesn't do this. So it created the pull request. You can see here. But it doesn't reference the issue itself, and it doesn't say. I have like other stuff that says what LLM it used. So please, uh, in the PR body, please update so it references the GitHub issue and follows footer rules from agents.md. In my agents MD, I actually tell the LLM, or I tell the agent to put the model name that it used, the effort level, and the harness in the pull request body. So I actually know what what level of thinking it's done. The the reason for that is sometimes it's not like sometimes I might use GPT 5.4 for something, and I might do effort medium on like a very small kind of straightforward task. And if it has a problem, I'll be like, oh, okay, I probably should retry this issue or retry this solution using GPT-5 with effort high. That helps it so I'm not like assuming it's always high quality work. And the only reason I know how high quality works is because I'm using a higher quality LLM. That's kind of the only real way. So right now it says GPT-5. Oh my God. The one thing that kind of is not great about Codex is it doesn't know the LLM that it's using, and it doesn't know the effort level. Um, like it can't detect what it's using. Cursor can, which is really nice. I think Claude Code can, but I'm not entirely sure. Um, but yeah, that's one of the things I think might need improvement. And right, let's see, add embed strategy. And so now we have closed at 725. We have GD 5.5 high harness codex. And what I do now is I hit Claude, and this will automatically do a pull request code review of the changes that Codex made. And Codex made 1,751 line changes, all added. They didn't take out a single thing. And I'm pretty sure what they did, I don't know what it did. I feel like I should ask or actually summarize stuff, right? Um, so it created a Go server, and it has all this information static, and it looks like, yeah. So now we have, it might not be in the best location, but I think it's okay. Um, we now have the ability to have a dashboard in our app, and I'll show you when this is done. It's actually really nice. I should have done these separately, actually. Why not use Hermes Workspace over OpenClaw? You can. They're just, you know, I've OpenClaw kind of came out first, so that's why I've been using OpenClaw. Hermes is just as good. So we're not. Oh, okay. Okie doke. I should have just worked on one issue at a time. That's how it should go. We're gonna add dashboard to our app. I'm not even recording this. Dang. Can I download stuff off YouTube? I totally missed the mark on this. Shoot, man. No. Okay, so on Codex, we've worked on the issue. It completed the issue. It took, I think, 12, 13 minutes. And then we made some small adjustments. And now we have done a full code review using Claude on GitHub. And it came back with some small modifications, um, none blocking, but it's good. And so we have some data race issues. Dashboard HTML is unauthenticated even when status token is set. Interesting. So what I usually do now is I copy this, I go back into Codex and say I did a PR review on, paste the comment, and can you validate the findings and implement necessary changes? And what that's going to do is it's going to read these findings in the PR review and then basically make any changes necessary, and then it'll push up a commit and we will review it. And I'm actually about to run out of codex limits, so I don't know if this is actually going to complete. If it doesn't complete, I'm going to switch over to Claude. Codex is going. Am I going to run out? I ran out. I think, is it going to just keep going? It would be real. It's really nice if Codex just keeps going until I run out, because I'm out of usage for the 5 hour window. It's a pretty big task, but it's still going. Um, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Codex, are you gonna make it? It's just going, man. Codex. Yeah, that's a good thing with Codex. I usually delegate work to Pi subagents with Minimax from the Claude or Codex. I will make them a phase plant and tell the new swarm to do it, save tokens, and then check work. It works well. I guess. I mean, like if you're already using Claude or Codex, you might as well just use Claude or Codex. Like, yeah, like you might, there might be a nice setup where you do planning with, the higher model and then use like the secondary model to do it. But I don't know. I feel like if you're already paying for Claude or Codex, you might as well just stay within that ecosystem. Like you might use Opus Plan, or then Codex. I guess you can use like 5.5 extra high for planning and then 5.4 medium to do the work. If you're really, if you really want to manage your tokens a bit, I think that's probably what's going to give you the best um that's probably what's going to give you the best usage for your money. Yeah, I think Claude has upped their limits again because they had that deal with SpaceX. So Claude actually the Claude's limits are actually ridiculous right now. They're back to like when they first came out. Oh man, this thing is going. I am super grateful for Codex. Why do you use the business plan? Damn, look at all these changes. All right, so I'm out of usage limits on Codex. The beautiful thing about Codex is they're not going to let you out. They're not going to hang you out to dry. So if you're on like 1% and you start a task, it is going to finish that. It's going to complete that task, and then it will be like you're out of tokens, which is really nice. Two people in the same house. Like, I think for business, they does the Codex business they give you usage limits. Like, what is it comparable to? I haven't actually looked into it. Like, is it comparable to their what are their codex? Oh, I could just update and see what it looks like. Upgrade to Pro. So what do they have? Pro, Free Go Plus Pro. Oh man, the naming is awful. Business Codex. Pay as you go on usage. Okay, definitely don't use that one. Um, Users per month. It doesn't really say. That's interesting. It doesn't say double your normal Codex until May 31st. Codex is really pushing it. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like using Codex Pro is probably the best bang for your buck, and they're giving you double usage for $100, which is really good. I don't know how much you're paying for your monthly on your team plan, but I'm sure $100 is going to last you enough for both people. Because the business plan, it's $20 a month. You do $100 plans all day. Yeah. How much are you paying for a business? Anyway, so now this is done. I am going to re-review. Oh shoot, did it? Yeah. Okay. So the updates are there. I read review. 35 for 2 seats. Is it 35 per person for 2 seat for so it's 70 a month? Okay, so Codex is done. We're going to go into GitHub now, and then we're going to look at this dashboard issue. The review is still in process, but I need to know how to adjust this. So I'm going to do Claude. Okay, so PR ads embedded version, yes. I want to check if they're using Python or UV. Because UV is the way to go with Python. UV is the bun of Python. Oh, wow. Okay, so the re-review came back and one regression introduced by the fixed to item one. And okay, so like a new bug. Wow. Can you review the last PR changes? PR review, comment, and fix the issue it found. So whenever you do a code review, since it's inference based, it's going to like find new things frequently. And all you need to do is when it finds a new thing, you push that issue onto your LLM or your harness and have your Claude Code or Codex fix it and then re-review everything once the fix is pushed. Yep, make that change. Okay, edit video. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okie doke. So the update for the regime change was pushed up. So I'm going to Claude re-review. This is still working. Committing and pushing. We're almost there, guys. Okay, we're going through that review process. Sorry it's slow. Probably going to hit my usage limits this week. Dang, these issues just keep piling up. What is this? I thought this is done. 732. Oh, this isn't create PR. Let's keep going. Okay, so this one is done. Looks good to me. Squash and merge. Delete branch. The re-review, how'd it go? Looks good to me. Everything is good. Okay, so we're going to merge this. So now we have the UI dashboard. Close. Okay, so this one's en route. So follow up to 733. 733 is not, shoot, man. When you have too many issues, you just lose track of things. Complete 733. So we got to do these sequentially. So Life safety follow up to 730 foundation in 735, 733, 735. 733 is done. 735 is also done. So we can work on this. But you know what? What I'm going to do. This is the UI. Oh, I shouldn't have closed that. Dang, man. I'm so not focused. Anyway, okay. So the UI is done. Let's see what this has done. Ton of issues. Do this one. Okay. I am going to stop streaming. Or no, we're going to keep going, guys. We're going to keep going. I'm going to show you hold on one sec. Let me just see how many more of these I need to do. 3 back testing. Inspect provenance, Discord, take profit display. What is all this? You know what? Here's what I need to do. Validate 736. Okay. Where is my... Okay. Get rid of all this stuff. Validate issue 736. That's 1, 737, 738, 1, 2, 3. Look at that. 736, 737, 738. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a quick validation so that we want to make sure every single one of these is valid. And then the cool thing is I'm just using the up, down, left, right arrows. I can actually see what's going on. Back out. I hit right to back in or to go into the issue, hit left to back out. And then what I'm doing is I have this skill called validate issue, and all it does is it checks your entire code base against what's stated in the issue just to make sure that the issue itself is valid. And then if there's missing anything, it'll add any additional missing details. Look at that. Accept. Result is valid. All 6 factual claims. All right. Concerns. Issue says, okay. Too much text. In backtest, add open. I don't know what that means. SL after regime parity bullet depends on a parallel issue now. For name it or drop to a to-do note in the test. It's all good. So 738, next one. Oh, look, has one of these things. Concerns, verdict, accept, extend scope note to cover all the 3 call sites, including. And then I do this, update the GitHub issue description. update that. This is taking a while. Not sure why, but this is the one that matters the most, and I did it first, which is funny. So this will actually go into GitHub, update the issue, and when I'm working on the issue, then it'll go ahead and make sure everything's good. .736, it is just taking its time. Okay, so we updated the issue, and then now we're just waiting on 736. So as soon as 736 finishes, we can actually go ahead and set off the chain of events because we need to do 736, 737, and then 738 sequentially. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Oh, okay. We got some. Okay, so it has some concerns. Update the GitHub issue description. One person watching. Hmm. Okay, and now we can work on the issue in new Git work tree. And the reason I need to have these run is because I'm going to do a full release and I want these three issues to be a part of that release before I start testing the UI. So, do I need it? Do I need to? I mean, technically, I don't because those are all minor. So, okay, you know what? Let's not. Let's just do it. Okay, so what we need to do next is um, sync docs and then clean. We can do clean leader, but sync docs. So sync docs is a skill that I made that basically consolidates all the changes that you made over since the last release, or just like your most recent ones that haven't been synced, and it just updates the README, it updates the skill.md, and it updates the claude.md to reflect all the changes that you made. It's a very useful skill. If you're doing long periods of work and you just haven't gotten a chance to update your claude.md or your README or any other MD files, you can always throw it into like a catch-all skill where the skill just goes through your entire code base and reviews everything. It takes a bit of time. The bigger your code base, the bigger your files. It takes a bit of time, and it is kind of token heavy. But when you use it consistently, it'll kind of manage all that information for you. And then keeping your Claude MD up to date is also very beneficial. Oof, excuse me. Oh man, I'm gonna reach my session this 5 hours. Dang, 3,000 bytes over? So using a ton of context. That's that's not gonna. I mean, it'll reset in about 10 minutes. Been spending a lot of time on this. Dang man, go go go! Dude, is this gonna make it? And I think I can use cursor, right? Okay, I have cursor, but I don't know how cursor works, so that's interesting. The good thing is I can try it on this small issue. I just created an issue with. Let's see what this does. Cursor agent. Uh huh. It's still going. It's at 50K tokens. Almost 50K tokens. This is at almost 60K tokens. Man, these things, it's just taking a long time. Commit push PR. Okay, cursor agent. Did it do anything? No. Cloud code. Okay, nothing actually does anything. Okay, not a problem. Get to the good stuff. My goodness. God. Wait, did it create a new PR? I don't know what this means. Okay, let's merge this. Come on, test. I don't need this to test because I'm not, no, it's all. How many changes is this? 1,000 line change. What on earth is going on? Okay, so that's up to date. Um, so the next thing I need to do is update Go Trader. And since we have limits again, yay. Okay, so I'm updating that. I'm worried I'm going to run out of codex usage today. 70%. And I still have 19, 7 days. Too much, mate. Okay, so now I need to figure out how to GPT 5.4, please. So I'm not entirely sure how this works, but what I can do is um, I should have this Hetzner thing, right? This should work. Yes. Dashboard. Does this override? Oh, shoot. So I think dashboard. Wait a second. But does it? Okay, so I guess let me see if this works. I doubt it, right? But does it get mixed up with the does it get mixed up with the OpenClaw? Okay, so if I do this, let's see how much usage. Dang, man. It's crazy on um OpenClaw, like every couple, like one or two prompts into OpenClaw, and it uses 1% of your weekly. Oh, I probably use 2%. No, 1%. Right now, you can't access it. Okay. GoTrader dashboards are bound to. Okay. The clean move is to add tail scale serve paths for GoTrader. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Okay. Tail scale paths are in. Yes, this should be in the docs, not hard coded product behavior. I would not be. Okay, so live. Let's see if this works. This would be crazy if it did. Yo. 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 Where are my buys? These are all closes. Oh, buys are arrows. Okay. What? It's slow, but it's good. What is this R? 30 seconds? What does this mean? 2281 is live. Look at this. Okay. This is nice. This is really nice. So you can actually see. Oh man, this is really good. So, oh, this is incredible. But it stops. What is this? It's like laggy. Okay. Anyway, so this is really nice because um I have you can actually see my transaction details. This chart kind of sucks. You can't there's no indicators, there's nothing. I bought here. Are you kidding me? Where's my buy down here? Okay. So you can kind of see we need a way to improve the strategy. So I have an open position flat. What is this? What is my open position? Oh, wow. It actually tells me my open positions. It's long 273. So I'm up what, $8 on this? Nice, dude. Look at that. I bought here. Really? This is so good. How do I change the this is like every 6 hours. This is such a terrible graph. Oh, as you zoom in, it gets smaller. Okay. I guess that's good. I bought here and I close here. Okay, that was a stop sell or short stop loss. Um this is so good. This is so good. Okay, so now we can start making some modifications. Like regime isn't here. Yeah, man, this is it. This is the way to go. You know? I kind of like, can I move this up? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Right? So I bought here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so from here, we can start adding all the different functionality that we want to make this better. The problem is it's kind of difficult to